From dust you came, and back to dust you shall return. And in between those two, you shall experience dust from one time to another unless you subscribe to my channel.
On November 10th, 2019, police responded to a 911 call from a woman claiming that her husband, Deputy Sheriff Winfred Adams, had just shot and killed a man she'd been having an affair with. When the police arrived on scene, Winfred refused to drop his firearm and come outside.
Keep orders, God, I can't see. I can't see.
Drop the gun! He's going on the other side of the car!
Get in tree cover. Get the tree cover. Lester, switching. Put it down! Take this. Cover this. Draw from the rifle. Put it down! Drop it! Do not go in the house!
Hey, don't forget that! Help him!
He's a police officer with the Madison County Sheriff's Deputy. Can you talk to him or take somebody or not until...
Ma'am, can you go stand over there? Near that car over there?
I never get people trying to teach other people on how to do their jobs. More so if you're not a police officer or...
Please. 6-9.
In the heat
The
of
call
the
is advising the man with
this
the gun
woman,
inside
what
is
is
the
she trying to
deputy
do?
for
Trying to
Madison
create that
County.
police?
He
Something
is
not
still
adding up here,
alive!
right?
Yes! That's how we got your name. No, I got it from him. Put your gun down and come out and talk to us. Pray. Okay. Hey, look. If you're sorry, if you mean that, that tells me if you're upstanding, we can work through it.
He's cutting off my... Yeah, I can't.
Now, gentlemen, this way you take this and you actually study it.
And
I know you might be tempted to pick a side. Just study it, and then you'll pick up a few lessons before this ends.
Everything I said to him,
Okay.
I consent. I'm fine with talking. I'm fine with it being played before.
I understand that.
But I want to make sure it's clear. I'm not difficult.
Okay.
I'm not going to be one of the asshole people y'all
Well,
always
no.
have to talk to. Or
Listen to me. You know the only concern I have right now, and the thing that is good out of all this, I'm happy that you did not put us in a situation to have to shoot you.
I would have never.
Listen, I am also happy you did not shoot. No matter what happened, it ain't worth it. That's my opinion, okay? You got plenty of life left to live. Live it. That's all I got to say.
I don't know why.
Listen, hey.
Well, no, when Lieutenant showed up, I don't know why. For some reason, I didn't feel like I could do it with him here.
Good. I'm glad. Because it keeps you alive.
Tonight, I lost a wife. Tonight, I probably lost my land.
Well, listen to me. Don't stress out about it. We're in the present. Don't worry about what's already happened. Move on. Own it.
No, I know.
And that's what I'm saying. Own it. You're already saying you want to. Deal with it. Move on with life.
After securing Deputy Sheriff Adams and then putting him into a patrol car, an officer speaks with his wife, Charlotte.
I mean, I have some yoga friends, but this is just so embarrassing because...
Well, don't think of it as embarrassing. It's traumatic, right? Your friends are going to want to be there for you.
I don't want my job to know, and Lloyd's part of my work. And they already hate me there because I went to Georgia Southern, and this is the last thing I need right now.
I don't know what this woman is rambling about, but she's talking about her reputation and people not liking her. Meanwhile, somebody's dead and her husband is going to jail, but the husband let the disrespect escalate to this level. Disrespect is something that you, as a man who is in a relationship, when your woman starts disrespecting you, kindly just make yourself scarce. Don't stay. Disrespect escalates, and when it escalates, gender-based violence is never far off.
With his hands around my neck and was screaming at me like, "You cheating!" And I kept telling him, "No, like it's just a friend. It's not like that." You know, I mean, I'm fully dressed and so is Lloyd. I mean, legitimately, we're just friends. And I would tell you the truth if we weren't. I would tell you.
Charlotte and her husband would both be transported down to the local police department and put into separate interrogation rooms to be interviewed.
I feel like she's not in immediate trouble. Why would she tell us the truth? Why would she tell the police the truth? This is why you don't reward a woman who lies to you or anybody else.
Charlotte and her husband would both be transported down to the local police department and put into separate interrogation rooms to be interviewed. They begin with Winford to get his side of the story. Then they will move on to his wife and get hers. At this point, Winford, also known as Trey, doesn't know his victim died from the gunshot wounds.
Just relax and breathe. It's just hard. I lost everything in my life tonight, and I don't think that I've ever made so many people this disappointed.
Gentlemen, part of investing in yourself is ensuring that you have quality friends around you. People that you share the same goals and ambitions. People who want the best for you. People will always put you on your toes. People will ensure that you never lose your frame. Because when you lose your frame, that's when you lose everything. And as you can tell, this guy is a little bit remorseful. But this is what happens when you just don't invest in yourself. You don't have quality friends and you lose frame. It's so sad to see, man.
Well, I guess why don't we just go ahead and kind of start from the beginning? Like, what happened today?
I've never had friends before. When I was growing up, I was always a kid that was made fun of and people were mean to and all that, all the way up through high school. I've never really had friends. I've never had the people that just wanted to hang out with you.
Right.
After the previous incident years ago, we kind of had, I'm just going to say it, rules about if she went out.
Yeah.
Which were supposed to be no drinking, no guys, if things get weird, call me.
Right.
I watched her all night. Looked at her location to see where she was going, only because I've been sick today and I was hungry. And if she was going somewhere, I was going to discreetly bring something back.
Right.
And I saw she was there.
She didn't tell you where she was going to get something to eat?
She just said she was going to go meet the AI people and they were having dinner.
Oh.
I feel so terrible.
Well, you've definitely got a lot going on.
I should have done this tonight.
Well, I think you did.
And I didn't mean to. I will go ahead and say that. There was no intention of me going there to do this. I ended up driving by because I felt bad and I wanted to see, are there a bunch of cars there? There wasn't. There was her car and one other car. And I drove by 6 or 7 times, and I finally parked wherever my truck was. I don't exactly know what house it was in front of, and I was like, this is wrong, but I need to know for sure.
Yeah.
She's never been straight with me, and I need to know for sure. And so I locked my truck, and I walked up, and there were some windows that were kind of open, and all I was looking for was there a table, was there people around, maybe one car picked up a bunch of people.
Oh, you didn't park in the driveway?
No, I was afraid because if I was wrong, I didn't want her to see me and be mad. I didn't want it to seem like I was jealous. I didn't want to be crazy, I feel bad, and when I have nobody on my side, So she blamed me, too, after the Halloween thing. She blamed me because she said none of her friends want to see her. And it's my fault she has no friends. And, so I walked around. There were a couple windows. I didn't see anything. And then I saw on the front porch there was an open window. And then I see her laying on the couch, and he's behind her, and he's got his arms wrapped around her.
Like they're sitting up? Or?
No, they're laying down.
Oh, okay.
Were they clothed?
They were clothed. I opened the door, and as soon as I opened the door, they both jumped up, and the deer in the headlight looked.
Yeah.
It was locked or open?
It was unlocked. And I initially just wanted to yell at both of them. And I looked them both in the eyes, and then she said, he's just a friend, And I think I said something along the lines of, you don't do that with friends,
Yeah.
That's not just cool.
Yeah, no, you're totally right on that.
This is a practical example on why a deep platonic friendship between a married woman and a single man would never work. If you feel that I'm wrong, please challenge me in the comment section.
I had forgotten I had my gun on because that's why I locked my truck. Because I know y'all found all the guns in there.
Was that your work service weapon or was it a personal?
It was my personal weapon. But yeah, they looked at me and Charlotte started like saying stuff. I don't even remember what she said. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, I didn't think, as dumb as it sounds, everything went in slow-mo at that moment and it felt like I had no control over any of it. Like I was being forced to watch it, but I didn't. Yeah.
I feel that the moment he walked in and saw what was happening, and even after their reaction, that's the moment whereby he should have turned around and walked away. But seemingly he was trying to win the affection of his wife, and that's why we are here. You know? And because of that, his wife had perceived his weakness. And when a woman perceives your weakness, the respect she has for you erodes very quickly. And this is what I always try to wish for myself, and I think I'll teach my sons, is that you should always be ready for these kind of situations. They always jump at you unknowingly. You should always be ready. You should always be in frame. Always be in frame. It always comes back to frame. Let the society not lie to you that being in frame is something which is negative. It's not negative masculinity. Always being in frame. Being in frame will help you with a lot of things. You'll avoid these things.
Yeah, imagine that. And I pulled the gun out and I pointed it at him. Charlotte started yelling at me, like, I don't remember what she said, but she was screaming. And she started grabbing at me, and I will say I pushed her, but I was afraid the gun was going to go off because she was clawing all over me, and I was scared, and then he bolted, and I don't know, I didn't even aim it, I was holding it out like that, and I know 2 or 3 rounds, I know 2 or 3 went off, and
inside the house or outside?
Inside the house.
Mm-hmm.
He was running out the front door, and then it was immediate, oh my God.
So when you were shooting him, he was running away?
Yeah.
Okay. How many times did you shoot?
2 to 3 times.
Okay.
I immediately felt bad. And as dumb as that sounds, that's why I called y'all. I immediately felt bad. I feel like shit. I cannot believe that I did this. And my life is over. Like, and everybody keeps saying you can come back. No. If he's going to be okay, at a minimum, I know roughly charges that I'm facing, and I know what will happen to me. I know. I can totally see that. Like, I would give anything right now to just go to the hospital, look him in the eye, and just say, I'm sorry, even if he says he hates me, I'm going to go to y'all's jail and pray that because I was a cop, I get a cell by myself so I don't get stabbed. I feel like I'm losing everything, and I'm never going to get to talk to anybody again.
When a man catches his wife cheating, his rage is often misdirected at her lover, who he sees as a rival or an intruder. Attacking the other man feels like a way to reclaim his pride, his dominance, and control. In this case, even though his wife had cheated on him multiple times, Winfred would make excuses for her, so he could put the blame on her lovers instead of his wife.
Tell me about tonight.
When Trey got home, I was trying to get out of there real quick, but he was right there in the driveway, and so, anyway, but I just told him that, like, I was going to go eat dinner, and I would be right back. And I was. Lloyd invited me over to his house for ribs.
No, first of all, who's Lloyd?
Lloyd is my friend.
Okay.
Who got shot
Okay.
by Trey. But Trey is so possessive and controlling and doesn't want me talking to guys. And I know it's just to protect me, but I get along with guys better than I get along with girls.
I wonder why. This sounds so crazy. A man's wife leaves the man in the house unfed, and she goes to share ribs with another man who she says is just a friend. I find it weirdly, that's so weird. I don't know, like the more we live, the more weird we get. You know, me, I think that's a no-no. As a married woman, as a married man, stop entertaining the other gender. I don't know why you people always think, I don't know why people think that you can just walk out into the blizzard without clothes on and you'll just be okay. This is just putting yourself in the way of temptations. And I don't think any of you are Jesus Christ, who for 40 days would be temptations, right? None of us is perfect. So if you are a married man or a married woman, stop trying to put yourself in situations whereby you're going to be tempted. You'll eventually fail. No matter how strong you are, you'll eventually fail. Kindly.
I get along with guys better than I get along with girls. So I ended up meeting Lloyd and just talked to him about stupid stuff like, not stupid stuff, I talked to him about everything because we're friends, but also we're on the same wavelength.
So y'all not lovers?
No,
You're
not at all.
You're platonic friends?
Literally platonic friends.
Okay.
Like, literally never kissed him, never did anything with him, we never even went anywhere with that. That's how I view Lloyd. He's a work friend, he's been to yoga with me, he's a yoga friend.
Okay.
You know, it's like...
Charlotte claims that Lloyd was just her friend. However, her husband not only saw them cuddling on the couch, when he went into the home, he saw several used male contraceptives lying on Lloyd's bed.
I mean, I've tried to be so good I've tried to live within his rules, and he scares me so bad because I know he's a good person, but he has some issues that he's struggling with. And I've been trying to help him, I've been trying to not piss him off.
You said he scares you so bad. What do you mean he scares you so bad?
It's just like his energy, like just his actions, like I haven't felt like, I just feel like he's always just really mad at me and like he doesn't love me and like he's just like this close to just like snapping. And I don't know what he would do if I guess now I know. He literally knew where I was. He was literally outside watching and burst down the door. Like, it updates every 30 seconds, which he was telling me. Like, my GPS, because he made me share, he didn't make me, but, he requested that I share my location with him, and then he shares his location with me.
By interviewing Charlotte, the detectives are trying to figure out if she played a part in the victim's death. Did she leave her location on, knowing that her husband would find her and possibly do something that would result in him going to jail? Is there more to this story than just a husband finding his wife in the arms of another man?
It's just so embarrassing, It's like...
So why did you tell him you were going to get something to eat and you would be right back if you were going over to Lloyd's house?
Yeah, because I was going to go to Lloyd's house for like 20 minutes, get some rest, and then leave. I was about to leave. It had only been like, I don't even know how Trey got there that fast, or maybe I lost track of time. I should have left earlier.
And you say it's about 20 minutes from your house to Lloyd's house, and when you got there, it seemed like you had only been there just a few minutes. You just talked a little bit and had 4 ribs, you said.
Yeah. I don't even know if I finished my 4th rib because...
Little dumbass.
All I keep hearing is lack of accountability. And gentlemen, this is why you have to be accountable for your life. And how do you become accountable for your life? This is by guarding yourself. Your future depends on you guarding every source that you have. If you don't do this for yourself, you lose yourself.
I don't even know if I finished my 4th rib because...
And you were the only person there with Lloyd?
Yeah, I thought that his roommate would be there because he's supposed to be there on... So Lloyd kept asking me about training,
Why?
Because I kept looking out the window, like always, because I'm afraid that Trey is going to come up there. And I'm afraid that he is going to kill me and whoever I'm with. Every time
Now, what makes you think that, though? I mean, you said you had never had any physical altercations.
Well, he has said before that he would kill and whoever if I ever cheated on him. And that's what he thought was going on when he came over there.
The way she's explaining it, it's hinting that this was a love triangle. And boy, love triangles are stupid. And probably the husband knew, because the way she's explaining it. And gentlemen, this is why the moment you realize that you are in one of these situations, just walk away. Don't try to win your power back. Don't try to argue your case out to get the affection back. You're just giving your manhood away. You're just giving your right to be the man in the relationship away. Just walk away, because you lose either way. So which kind of loss are you going to take? The one that upholds your dignity, or the one that leaves you in a place whereby you'll be regretting for the rest of your life?
Okay, so tell me when everything started to happen. How did that go down?
I was getting this feeling, you know, I was looking, I was freaked out.
What do you mean?
I kept looking out the window, like,
and what was that?
Is that Trey's car? Are those his headlights? Is he here? I know he's coming.
So describe the house, describe the driveway. Why were you looking out to see if anybody was outside? Were you nervous that he had followed you? Why were you nervous?
Well, I felt like if he saw that I was at Lloyd's house, I'm not supposed to be at a guy's house.
I'm trying to figure out, you know, when you got there, you said you were there only a short period of time, and you kept looking out the window, okay, because you thought Trey might be coming over. And then, just tell me what happened. We'll go through what happened if we have any questions.
And I had just gotten more ribs, and I couldn't even finish my rib, and Lloyd's laying there on the floor, and I was like saying something, and then
So Lloyd is on the floor?
Lloyd's on the floor, laying there.
Just laying on the floor?
Yeah, with his feet up on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting here at his table, sitting on a chair, like, eating my rib, talking about stuff. And then once again, I'm the instigator. I'm like, Lloyd, I'm getting really scared. Like, I'm really, really scared. So I got on the floor, and I curled up next to him in a ball. So then Lloyd's got his arm around me, like, he was kind of like laughing, like, I can't.
And why did you say you were really scared?
Because I was getting really scared, because I just kept getting all these feelings that Trey was out there. Trey was coming for me, like.
So why didn't you just?
Thing is, this woman was enjoying the rush that came with being in another man's house as a married woman at night, eating ribs and more. And at the same time, she was enjoying a thrill. She was getting a thrill from the danger of her husband, who had lost frame, coming to save her from herself, because she was being a bad girl and she needed saving, you know.
Just leave. I was gonna leave, but I just wanted like one hug to like get me through, because I knew I was gonna get bitched at by Trey, and it was gonna be a cold, dark, freaking next couple days, and so I just wanted just a little bit of warmth, just a little hug, you know, for like 5 minutes.
Gentlemen, if you fall for such a girl, this kind of woman will kill you. You see how she talks like, oh, I'm just a small girl. I just wanted a small hug that you don't want me to get. That kind of person will kill you. And again, I repeat, guard yourself.
And then I was gonna go. Well, then Lloyd's like, do you want to just, like, lay on the couch? Horrible idea. I'm like, I guess Lloyd's maybe in pain or something. I'm like, okay. we'll lay here for like a second. And then I just stopped talking and I was like, I better not fall asleep. This is what happened last time. Lloyd had his arms around me.
On the couch.
On the couch. Fully clothed. Never done anything. Like, it's not like that. And I should have just gone right then, but all of a sudden Lloyd heard something. And he sat up, and I started to sit up, and the door comes open, and Lloyd jumps up off of the couch. I jump up off of the couch, and all of a sudden I see Trey, and he's in his red sweatshirt, and he's screaming at me. He started screaming, "You cheating!" And I kept saying, he's a friend, it's not like that. And he was like, "You've been lying to me." And he said something like, I think he said, "You hurt me" at one point, but maybe that was outside when he said, "You hurt me so bad." I'm not sure. But he was yelling at me about something. And he said, "I saw you. I was looking through the window, and I saw he had his arm around you." And I was like, it was just a hug. He's just a friend. It's not like that. And I don't know if he was shoving Lloyd or something, but Lloyd was still over there by the couch, I think. But I could tell Lloyd was trying to get to the door.
Okay, the front door?
Which was still open. Still trying to tell Trey that Lloyd was just a friend, and I was like pushing on him. He shoved Lloyd, and he kept trying to shove me down next to Lloyd like he was going to execute us both on the floor, which is kind of flattering. Like, Lloyd should have run. He should have been like, "F this girl. I don't even know her hardly, and I don't care if she gets strangled. And how dare she bring this guy?" You know, like he even said before Trey came over, "Are you going to get me murdered by your husband?" He literally said that before we got on the couch. I forgot to say.
Ooh, I told you she was enjoying this, right? And this type of women will try to put you in places whereby you either fight somebody else, because it's flattering to them. It turns them on. You fight somebody else, you want to kill somebody else. Don't ever date a woman, or don't marry a woman who acts like this. Because a woman who cares about you will not try to put you in situations whereby you yourself are in danger.
He was trying to escape out the door behind Trey because I could still see Lloyd when Trey drew his gun on him, and Lloyd had his back to him and was running out the door. Yeah, because when Trey went to shoot Lloyd, I saw him. I saw the back of him running out, like his...
You saw the back of who running out? Lloyd?
Mine.
Okay. So Trey shot Lloyd as he was running away?
Yeah, Lloyd was already on the porch when Trey was shooting him.
So Lloyd managed to get out the front door?
Yeah. He shot somebody in the back from a foot away 4 times.
The detectives leave the room, and while they're gone, Charlotte checks her phone, and she notices that Lloyd passed away from his gunshot wounds.
Hey, I'm Detective Johnson. I haven't spoken with you yet, but I was over there. I was talking to Trey, and he wanted me to tell you to call Krista and Donnie and visit him. Come visit him. I guess those.
I just found out that dude died. I just found out Lloyd. I don't know if it's not. Did he die?
Yeah, he did. They couldn't save him.
I just saw it on Facebook that it said 38 minutes ago.
What did it say? Or what kind of
His
Facebook
mom
page?
posted on Lloyd's Facebook.
Oh, really? Yeah, I guess the doctors couldn't save him.
I just can't believe this. I don't know what to do. He just killed the one person that understood me. Yeah. I mean, Trey got his wish. I don't have any friends now. Everybody who knows Lloyd is gonna be like, you let Lloyd get killed.
Well, it sounds, that's not really the way younger people think.
This officer is a menace, you know? Yoga people don't think like that. But this is a classical example of how sad it can get when you lose frame. You either end up going to jail or you end up dead. You know, Tupac once said, every time a woman gets excited, men die, you know? So one is losing his freedom, the other one has just lost his life. And all the woman can say is that she doesn't have friends now. And she's going to blame the other guy. There's no accountability to this point in time. No accountability whatsoever. Don't ever expect that women will be asked to be accountable. Just be accountable for yourself. Guard yourself, guard your resources, take care of your life, and you'll be good, my guy.
You can keep your underwear and your socks.
Okay.
And just change into this.
Yeah, that's weird. I kind of thought there was at least a shirt pocket, but that's kind of weird. Kind of discount.
In the end, Winford would be convicted of second-degree murder, and he was sentenced to life in prison, with the possibility of parole after 30 years. No charges were brought against his wife, even though the police believed that she had lied to them several times during her interview. What are your thoughts on this case? What do you think would have happened if it had been his wife catching him with another woman instead? Please share your theories in the comments below.